Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Thanks for tuning in. This is part 3 of The Spider Returns from 1941. Once again, Warren Hall as Richard Wentworth, aka the Spider, is fighting crime. I hope he gets out of this. This is the last couple chapters, and then we'll follow that with a Dick Tracy movie. And on the side, Will Murray has published 3 new Spider novels so far, and he's working on a 4th. How do I know? I proofread them. So, here we go, folks, with The Spider Returns. I'll be back.
Directing the acts of a band of ruthless criminals, the mysterious and masked gargoyle, backed by millions from an unknown power, attempts to wreck production for national defense. The police, baffled, seek the aid of Richard Wentworth, a famous amateur criminologist, sometimes masquerading as the Spider, thus concealing his identity from both criminals and the police. Wentworth pits his wits and strength against the gargoyle in preventing sabotage, subversive activities, and other crimes. The gargoyle plans to lure Wentworth to his death by kidnapping Police Commissioner Kirk. Flying to deliver the demanded ransom money, Wentworth is attacked by another plane with a machine gun.
Of him.
I don't understand it.
If anything has happened to Wentworth, you'll hang for this, Mr. Spider.
Spider my eye. You can't hang nothing on me. I got an alibi. I've been a prisoner here.
Wait a minute. We gotta get in touch with the boss.
Not till we try to grab Trigger off. He'll finish all of it.
We haven't got a chance. The place will be swarming with cops.
Well, we gotta try.
All right, come on.
Well, I'm relieved to see you. Did you doing it good?
Ah, they all got away. Well, I see you got the Spider.
Yeah, that's a hot one. We all know you're the Spider.
You know plenty, don't you? Before tonight, you'll talk plenty.
You won't get nothing out of me.
Time will tell.
Come on, bring him along.
That's Wentworth. Hayes didn't finish him.
Yeah, we're too late to get the Trigger. That's more grief to tell the boss.
We better get to the boss fast. He'll have a way to spring Trigger.
I'll kill him.
We better grab the first car that shows.
The one bright spot is your disposal of the Spider. If it's true...
It's the truth, so help me. Ain't it?
Sure. Shut up. We face disaster with Trigger in their hands.
You don't think he'd talk?
Certainly not. He's loyal.
Why not snatch Kirk again, or some of them big shots, and swap with them like they do in a war?
Oh, that's a smoky. Stop it! He has something strange to say. He's given me an idea. And until we release Trigger, Cahill will be in charge of your operations. Now, this is what I intend to do. Never mind.
I'll go.
Yes?
We're looking for Miss Van Sloan. Is she here?
Why, yes, but,
We got a message from Wentworth.
Wentworth, why... Get the girl!
you can stay in jail till the gargoyle gets you, which he will sooner or later. He got all the others we caught.
Maybe. But I'm betting my right eye he won't even try.
Oh, take him away. Wait. Commissioner Kirk speaking.
Oh, Kirk. The gargoyle men have been here.
The gargoyles man, are you sure?
Yes. They've taken Nita.
Well, you stay there. We'll be right over.
Well, hurry, Kirk. Hurry.
Don't pay any attention to him. Tell me what happened.
And the gargoyles men have got Nita.
Ha! I win my bet. I bet on a long shot and hit the jackpot. All right, take him off.
He's right. We've got to let him go. We can't sacrifice the life of that girl. Take him off.
Wait a minute. I'm coppering that bet. You've lost. Now more than ever we're going to hold you. All deals are off. Take him out. Guard him day and night.
I must say, Wentworth, you have more courage than I have.
We can rest assured of one thing. The gargoyle won't act until he negotiates. Now, I have a plan that I think will work. It's fast, it's logical, and it surely means Nita's safety. But I need your help, Kirk.
Well, you give the orders. I'll carry them out.
Good.
Take it away. I'm not hungry.
You ain't hurting nobody but yourself, sister.
Please, get out.
Your stubbornness will get you nothing, Miss Van Sloan. It would be better to cooperate with me. It would shorten your stay, which is distasteful to both of us.
What do you want me to do?
Right. Your friend, Mr. Wentworth. Tell him to release his prisoner at once.
I'll write nothing. I'm hoping he'll trace me here and destroy you.
A faint hope. Is that final?
Yes. Now have your man leave.
You heard her, Gunter. Get out.
Sister, you're making a big mistake.
Get out!
All right, get on. Nothing's gonna hurt you much.
Oh, hello, Farrell. Right on time. Any trouble?
All quiet, sir. What do we do with him?
Oh. Take him in the lab. Make him securely comfortable in the chair you'll find there. I have to dismiss my men. Now follow my instructions. Leave at once and arrange to be seen so that you'll have an alibi if necessary.
But we'd rather stay here with you.
Orders are orders.
Right.
I see you recognize your master's handiwork. I had it brought here as a souvenir. I'll ease your mind. It isn't connected to the power. All right, boys, you did a swell job. We can go now.
Sure you won't need us?
I'm certain. You have your orders. Forget that you ever came here. Commissioner Kirk has arranged for your alibi. Is that clear?
Sure thing. Good night.
Good night. This was taken from one of your gang. What's it for?
How should I know? I never saw it before.
Don't give me that stuff. I know differently. I haven't got all night, Trigger. You're going to talk or else.
Well, it'll be all right, because I ain't talking.
Listen, don't be a fool. Sacrifice your life for what?
He intends to kill him. What? Who? Trigger. Wentworth has Trigger in that chair. The chair you invented. If he's killed, you shall pay for it. Me? Why me? Shut up! You struck me. I must save him. Hurry, get them in. Hurry along!
DIC calling all operators. DIC calling all operators.
I'm going to take drastic action.
What are you going to do?
The law has a way of dealing with murderers.
I ain't no murderer.
You are, in my eyes. The law eliminates them.
Look, you wouldn't dare go through with anything. I haven't even had a trial.
You've had a trial and have been found guilty with me. In this case, I am judge and executioner.
What are you doing?
You'll find out. You have just 5 minutes to change your mind. For at the end of that time, there will be an accident, and you will be eliminated. If you want me, I'll be just outside of the door.
Bluff. All bluff. You won't go through with it.
Don't wait too long, Trigger.
You better not go through with it. You'll be hanged. Nobody can take the law into his own hands. Let me out of here! Let me out! All right, he's finished. Get out of here. You guys are new, ain't you? The boss did send you, didn't he?
Yeah. Who else do you think take those chances?
Yeah. Where are we going? Headquarters?
No, your room. He'll meet us there.
I thought you said the boss was here.
He is here. I'll get him.
Blinky, old pal! You sprung me. They said it was the boss.
Yeah, they didn't say which boss. These are my men. I got you, you double-crosser, right where I want you.
I don't get it. You sprung me.
Yeah, for you? No, for me. I want to make that highfalutin boss of yours pay right through the nose.
Oh, he'll pay. He'll pay plenty. If he don't, I will.
All right, let's get underway.
Oh, I can't do that. It would mean death to all of us.
Well, get on that phone then. I hope he refuses. I'd like to drill you myself. I relish this.
Hello?
This is Trigger. I want to talk to the boss, quick.
Trigger? Well, the boss is not here.
Well, I got to get to him. It's a matter of life and death.
Hold on. I'll connect you with the house.
Don't get impatient. He's getting them.
He'd better.
Yes? Trigger! You're free? How did you do it, man?
Blinky sprung me. He's here now.
What does he want?
How much?
50 grand and not a nickel less.
50 grand, boss.
I haven't that much ready cash on hand.
He hasn't got that much. Oh, have a heart, Blinky.
Ah, the piker, hang up. I'll get more satisfaction out of knocking you off.
Then he's going to kill me. His whole gang is here. Do something.
I'll give him 20,000 in cash and let him hold the girl we have. He can collect for her himself or hold her as security until I get a new shipment of money.
He'll give you 20 G's cash and let you hold a girl we snatched for security.
Nothing doing. Kidnapping ain't my racket, and besides, I don't like women.
Oh, have a heart, Blinky. I'll make up the difference just as soon as I'm loose.
All right, Yellow. He's always refused to see me, but if he'll deliver it himself tonight in person, I'll go for it.
All right, it's a deal. Bring him to number 7 at once. That is all.
It's a deal, Blinky. You'll never regret this. The boss will make you a rich man.
Ah, I don't need him. I'll be bigger than he is. Wait and see. All right, boys, you stay here. I got a date with His Majesty. I'll take my car, and when I get back, I'll have 20 grand and a lady fair. Lay down, Sapperoo.
That girl skirt, she's ornery. I always said to...
Shut up!
Hello, Blinky. Sure glad to see you. Trigger, the boss is waiting for you. The skirt's in there. You're to see the boss for the money.
Wait a minute. I'll look her over first. I may not want a deal. Fair enough. So that's the filly that's worth a lot of dough? And I ain't interested.
Oh, now wait. She's just security. You'll get the rest when the bank opens.
Yeah, the big boss was supposed to pay me in person.
Yes, but if...
No buts. Do it now.
All right. Don't get excited. I'll tell her.
Well, get on your roller skates. I'm making a mistake taking you over, sister. Put it at business, don't this.
You heard him?
Every word. I have no objection to paying him in person. Get the money out of the safe. It's all ready.
You'll all be caught. Kidnapping carries a death penalty.
That's my worry. Now shut up, sister. Blakey.
This is the boss.
Oh, so you're the big shot. What's the idea of the Halloween outfit? Playing kid games?
You did us a service. We are grateful. Take the money and go.
Yeah, that's my intention. Now that you give me my interview, I'm satisfied. I think you and your outfit are a bust.
Get out!
All right. But first dismiss your gorillas. Me and the lady bear ain't taking no chances of getting plugged in the back.
All right, Trigger. You and the men get out.
No, I'm not going.
Don't make Uncle Blinky get rough.
Peter, take this. Kill the first man that comes down that corridor.
Well, Mr. Gargoyle, we meet at last. In a long, long chase. Now it's over.
Stay away from me. I warn you. Stay away from me.
Now, Mr. Gargoyle, nothing remains but to remove your mask and take you in. All right, get out that door. He's not the gargoyle.
You're right. He isn't the gargoyle. I am. I thought I was catching a minnow, but it was you, the biggest of them all. Too bad, young woman. To satisfy his vanity, Mr. Wentworth sacrificed you as well as himself. Because I'm finished with both of you.
Dick, you heard him. Hurry up. Let's get out of here.
Because he's late for a meeting, the patriotic industrialists suspect one of their members of being the gargoyle. Is the gargoyle's inventor holding out on his boss? That glove may frame an innocent man. Don't miss. Directing the acts of a band of ruthless criminals, the mysterious and masked gargoyle, backed by millions from an unknown power, attempts to wreck production for national defense. The police, baffled, seek the aid of Richard Wentworth, a famous amateur criminologist. Sometimes masquerading as the Spider, thus concealing his identity from both criminals and the police, went his wits and strength against the gargoyle in preventing sabotage, subversive activities, and other crimes. Blinky traps a gangster into leading him to his boss, where he confronts the gargoyle face to mask for a showdown.
Dick, you heard him. Hurry up. Let's get out of here.
Get out quick. The cops are outside.
Is she badly hurt?
No, only fainted. In another minute, we would have been done for. Did you miss the trail?
No, we followed to the cave opening, but our radio broke down. We had to race back and get Commissioner Kirk and his men.
That's too bad. If our plan had worked out, we would have caught the gargoyle. That's all right, Nita. It's all over.
This is the only one we can catch, Commissioner. The others got away.
The others don't count. This is the one we're after. You've caught the gargoyle and you'll all be promoted.
Not so fast, Kirk. You're taking too much for granted.
Nonsense. He fits every description. He must be the gargoyle.
Just as I thought. The gargoyle is far away. This man is a decoy to cover his escape.
Well, he'll pay for it. I'll make him talk if I have to skin him alive.
Don't waste your time, Kirk. Send him in well guarded. The gargoyle may be waiting to kill him.
I'll take him along, boys.
Commissioner, I'm going to use that prisoner of yours tonight.
Oh, I say, you've done enough for one night.
Take it easy,
You
Dick.
should.
Yes, Dick, you need a rest.
Does the gargoyle rest? I'm going to question this man Cahill in the presence of the whole committee.
You still think the guilty man is among them?
I am certain. Nita, get your list. Phone every member of the committee and tell them to be at the club in an hour. Tell them what we're going to do, too.
It's got Cahill. They're going to question him. Give me that glove you made with the fingerprints on it.
But I...
Get me that glove.
Don't you believe you want to think it over? Cahill's a good man.
Since when do you question my acts? Give me that glove.
All right. There it is. And it's perfect. But somehow I hope your plan failed.
Gentlemen, take your places.
Well, Cartwright, it's a good thing you showed up. We were beginning to think weird things about you.
I'm sorry I was late. I had a blowout.
Fine time you picked for it.
Gentlemen, let us proceed. Because of the importance of this case, we'll make a deal. We'll turn you loose and afford you protection, provided you tell us everything you know about this gargoyle.
That's just dandy. Then the gargoyle finished me. Not a chance. I love living. So I'm keeping my trap shut.
All right so far. Cahill ain't chirping.
So, it's your fear of the gargoyle's vengeance that keeps you from talking.
Yeah. If you must know, yeah.
All right, we'll remove that fear. Bring him in. Now will you talk, or will you foolishly share his fate?
I'll talk. I'll tell you everything I know. I'll turn state's evidence. I ain't gonna take the bump. Don't let him get me.
He won't get you. Now you answer my questions. Talk fast and give me the truth. Where is this man's headquarters?
You'll never suspect it in the world. It's hard to find. I'll have to take you there so we can get in. You go to... What happened? What happened?
Why, this man is dead.
Get him!
Wentworth! You!
Wentworth is the gargoyle!
Use your heads! Wentworth framed this to make this man talk.
But he was trying to get away.
I was merely trying to catch the man who pulled the main switch.
Don't touch that gun. Cahill was killed with that gun by some person in this room. His fingerprints must be on it, and I'm sending for a fingerprint expert. Meanwhile, none of you may leave here or guard that door.
That's the last of them, Commissioner. And none of the fingerprints match the ones on the gun.
There's a mistake here somewhere. The man that fired that gun must be in this room.
You've overlooked something, Commissioner. All the fingerprints have not been taken. Both you and Wentworth have failed to make yours.
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about, man?
They were in the room.
He's right, and I apologize. And I assure you that Mr. Wentworth agrees with me.
Certainly.
Take mine.
You're in the clear, Commissioner. Different class entirely.
Well, Wentworth?
It doesn't look too good for me.
Well?
I'm sorry, sir. This is a perfect match.
Why, you of all
Gentlemen, please. This is an outrage. I'm sure that Mr. Wentworth will explain.
There's nothing to explain. The facts seem to speak for themselves.
Why,
Wentworth of all things I ever heard.
Well, Commissioner, it's obvious that Wentworth is the gargoyle. What do you intend to do?
I refuse to believe that Mr. Wentworth is guilty. He is the one man that has risked his life many times to bring the gargoyle to justice.
That's right.
No, the one we least suspect is the guilty man in many cases. I'm sure Mr. Wentworth won't mind being held in technical custody until the matter can be cleaned up. Commissioner, what do you intend to do?
Wentworth, I'm on the spot. I know you are innocent, but it's best that I place you under technical arrest. You don't object, do you?
Certainly not, if you can catch me.
Where's Wentworth?
I haven't the least idea.
Don't stall. You've seen the headlines. Wentworth has made me the laughing stock of the entire city. And I'm searching this place.
Help yourself, Commissioner.
Upstairs.
Commissioner, look. Costumes, makeup, wigs.
Certainly, that's nothing new. He's an investigator.
What do you make of this?
Commissioner Kirk record, number 12. Huh. Well, I'll soon find out.
Hello, Commissioner. Sorry to make you wait. What's on your mind? I'm sorry, Commissioner. I can't talk to you now. I'm busy with an important experiment. I'll get in touch with you later. Sorry, old man. Goodbye.
Huh. Come here, you. I see everything now. This explains his many stereotype phone conversations. Explains how a man can be in two places at once.
But I can explain...
Wentworth's the man to explain. Instead, he runs away.
Shame on you, Kirk. And you, a commissioner of police. That's all right, boys. I'll explain.
See here, Wentworth. You've made a monkey out of me. Oh, that's all right. But last night has to be cleared up. The fingerprints on that gun. Science doesn't lie.
Yes, but sometimes scientists do, Commissioner. Here are my fingerprints, placed there by the gargoyle. I picked it up before he threw it away after the murder.
Well, this will clear up everything. I'll explain it to the newspapers.
You'll explain nothing to the newspapers. I'm going to remain a fugitive from justice for a while yet.
For what reason?
To give the gargoyle confidence. His gang is small now, and he'll try to strike while the tide is running his way. I hope to stop him.
And in the meantime, the papers continue to call me a nitwit.
You can take it, Commissioner. Why, the papers will be the first to praise you when you bring in the gargoyle. Hello?
Uncle was called to a mysterious meeting of the committee at Westfall's experimenter plant number 3.
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. They're financing his new experiment.
But he had no sooner left than a mysterious voice phoned and warned me that they had all gone into a trap. And the gargoyle intended to kill them all.
All right. Thanks, Nita. I'll act at once. Now, you stay close to the house. I'll send Jackson over. Jackson, get to Nita. Don't bother her, but keep a close watch on the house. Get the car ready, Ramsey.
And what now?
I just received a tip that the gargoyle's going to act sooner than I expected. I can't explain now.
That's the way he always acts.
Sorry, Commissioner. I can't talk to you now. I'm busy with an important experiment. I'll get in touch with you later. Sorry, old man.
Gentlemen, I tell you I didn't call you. My telegram is signed by Commissioner Kirk.
But your name is on my telegram. I have it here to prove it.
That doesn't prove anything. My wire was signed by you. It's a conspiracy of some sort. My telegram was signed by Cartwright. Cartwright? He's the only one that isn't here.
Cartwright. Cartwright's the gargoyle. He enticed us here for some reason or other.
This is no time to argue. Let's get out of here. Come on, let's go. Oh. Why, gentlemen, what's wrong? Here, Cartwright. Don't try anything. We're 4-1. We fell for your telegram, but that doesn't mean we won't fight.
Why, understand, I was summoned here, too. The wire said it was urgent.
Who was it signed by?
By Wentworth, of course.
No one ever betrayed the gargoyle before. I'm sure it's a trap.
Won't be the first one, Moria.
Well, you have me frightened, too. We shouldn't remain here as we are, surrounded by Westfall's explosives. We're in no danger from them. They're harmless unless the chemicals from the 2 different drums come together. Let's get out of here.
Nay, I'm not leaving here till I find out the meaning of the telegram and who sent them.
I sent them and you answered my call, you fools. I mean to destroy you all, which is a blow at your various industries that will echo through the country. A lesson to others of your type. Too bad, Westfall. Your new invention will prove to be your executioner. I will bring the 2 chemicals together. Then, shall we call it the embrace of death for all of you?
And we're here to see that it's done.
Get him! He's the guilty one!
Door's locked. Roll one of those cylinders into position.
We'd better not. The boss is in there.
He'll take care of himself. Do as I tell you. We're doing something out there.
Our only chance is to deal with them. Let them know that anything they do to us will only kick back on the man they're working for.
I tell you, I'm not the gargoyle. Don't do it. We'll be killed.
I'll risk it. Open up. I want to deal with you.
Open it up. We'll see what he wants.
Look here, men. I want you to know we have the man you're working for in there with us. If you kill us, you'll kill him. What's your answer?
You want an answer, huh? Well, here it is.
Well, that's about right. Open that valve.
Why not put them closer together?
Listen, you sap, we gotta have time to get out of here. Get me those pliers. We must risk it.
fortress of death. Could this be another murder trap? How can the girl escape? The gargoyle is gloating over his prisoners, but the girl is not afraid. Learn the gargoyle. Directing the acts of a band of ruthless criminals, the mysterious and masked gargoyle, backed by millions from an unknown power, attempts to wreck production for national defense. The police, baffled, seek the aid of Richard Wentworth, a famous amateur criminologist. Sometimes masquerading as the Spider, thus concealing his identity from both criminals and the police. Wentworth pits his wits and strength against the gargoyle in preventing sabotage, subversive activities, and other crimes. The mysterious and unexplained actions of all the patriotic industrialists, any one of whom may be the gargoyle, has baffled Wentworth and Commissioner Kirk.
They'd finished you.
They did their best.
I'm worried about the boss. How'd he get out? We don't know which one was him.
He got out all right. The plan worked perfect. He'll be waiting with new plans when we get to headquarters. Boy, he pulled a nifty. Look out what you're doing.
Glad to know the committee got away. The chase is about over, Warrior. Before tonight, I'll have the gargoyle.
You know him?
I believe I do.
Cartwright's the guilty man. He attempted to kill us. Used my plant as a death trap.
His men killed Paul McLeod in cold blood right before our eyes. It was terrible.
And then they locked us in a room. Cartwright threatened us with a gun. He made his escape through the window.
He made his getaway through a window, affording you a means of escape. He hoped we'd be too frightened to follow. He's guilty, Commissioner.
Yes, and since we know who he is, perhaps he'll leave the city and leave us alone.
He can't get away. Every means of leaving the city, thanks to Wentworth, are covered. We'll have him within an hour.
Oh, I hope so. If you don't, he'll kill us all.
We're doomed, Commissioner. I'll notify you, gentlemen, the moment he's in custody. Now go home and rest easy.
Thanks,
Thanks a lot, Commissioner. Goodbye.
Oh, boy. This is what I think it is. Tell me plenty. Ah, the pieces of our jigsaw puzzle begin to fall into place.
Good news, Sahib?
Excellent. It proves that my deductions were correct. It gives me everything but his name. I'm positive that I know that.
That's just dandy. But you still got to bring him in.
Right.
Using that window for a getaway wasn't so hot. They didn't scare, they took advantage of it.
Oh, what's happened is past. Act at once on your new orders.
Why the hurry?
Because, you idiot, Stephens has wrecked the lab and disappeared. I don't even dare return to my own home.
I forgot he knows you.
I haven't. That's why we must act at once. Finish the job, destroy the place, and resume operations in another part of the country. Now go.
Sit down.
Will you be serious just once? A madman is on the loose. Our country's future's at stake, and yet you fiddle around here.
You remember the money we had that belonged to the gargoyle?
Yes, and you tried to trace its source.
Some time ago, a respectable-looking chap in the consular service crossed the borders of the United States from a friendly country. And although his passport seemed regular in every respect, he was picked up and searched. $1 million in American money was found on him.
Why, it's a cinch. The money was to be used for propaganda and sabotage.
Yes. I traced that money through various channels and found that most of it was deposited to the credit of one man.
Oh, which one?
I'm not ready to say yet, but it wasn't Cartwright. Why, some of that money was even paid to Blinky McQuaid, myself, by the gargoyle's chief lieutenant, Trigger.
Ah, but that's not enough to convict him.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me finish. I cited one mistake. Now, here's mistake number 2 that definitely puts the finger on our man. Remember when the gargoyle framed me on a murder charge with a rubber glove on which my fingerprints had been molded?
Yes.
That was his biggest mistake.
Well, I don't see why. We all fell for it.
It was childish, and I'll prove it. When he used that rubber glove, the gargoyle forgot one thing. He left his own fingerprints inside on the lining of that glove.
By George.
Sit down, sit down. If you're innocent, I'm crazy.
That's right, you're crazy. He's crazy.
Yes? Sorry, sir. There are two men from your office downstairs. They have a prisoner with them, a Mr. Cartwright.
It's all right. We'll be right down.
Yes.
I pulled a bloomer. Why, he'll sue me for everything I have.
Nonsense. He'll be so relieved to find out he's no longer suspected of being the gargoyle that he'll overlook a lot.
I hope so.
Don't worry. I'll handle it.
Well, there he is, Commissioner. We picked him up at the Union Station. He had a one-way ticket to New York, a bankroll, and a .45, fully loaded.
Yes, I know.
But I can explain all that, Commissioner. I tell you I'm innocent.
We know you're innocent. It's all a mistake.
A fine time to find it out. After I'm humiliated and insulted like a common criminal. I'll make you pay for this.
Mr. Cartwright, it's all my fault. The commissioner thought you were innocent from the start. But after all, you must admit that running away was suspicious.
I was running away because the gargoyle was trying to kill us all. He'll succeed, too.
Well, we'll release you with our humble apologies, and we'll hope that the gargoyle's next attempt also will fail.
I'll take off the cuffs.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. I won't be released. He'll kill me, sure. No, I insist on being arrested. That will afford me protection.
But we can't hold you, man. We have no charge against you.
Oh, yes, you have. I was carrying concealed weapons. Ask him. He took the gun away from me, didn't you?
That's right, Commissioner. A .45, fully loaded.
Yes, but,
If it's charges you want... Ow! Oh! Now, you can charge me with assault and battery. I insist on being locked up.
All right. Now, that's what you want. Lock him up.
I'm glad to. Oh, thank you.
What are you doing here? How dare you break into my office?
Shut up. Get your hat. You and me are going out together. Unless you want me to give it to you now.
No.
Come on, get a move on you. Step on it. All right. Get your hat. Pep it up. Come on.
We don't want your niece. We want you. Now, come on.
Don't go, Uncle. They'll kill you. Don't go.
Quiet, sister, or you might be the cause of the very thing you're warning them about. Now, in case you've got any ideas, the telephone wire is cut, and your house is being watched. So just relax and don't start nothing.
He's right, dear. You stay here. And don't worry, I'll be all right.
I'll get it. Hello? Anita!
The gargoyles men were here, and they just left and took Uncle with them.
They don't know it, but they're coming to your house. It's going to lead us to their hideout.
Hurry, Dick. Hurry up.
What is it?
The gargoyle's men got Van Sloan. Anita broke loose to pull me, and they caught her.
That means they'll take her, too. And we're helpless. We're licked.
Not if I know Jackson. We'll soon know where they take her. I'll have Kirk stand by.
Follow orders. Take a shortcut direct to headquarters.
Why are you so sure Jackson will succeed in trailing them? You've never been able to before.
Because the gargoyle has a traitor in his camp, the same one who tipped us off on the Westfall job. He knows that now, and he'll discard all his usual precautions to finish this job.
fool the others are in there. Use this one.
Well, I got Van Sloan and his niece.
Oh, how long are they going to keep us here?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Uncle! What are they going to do to us, Uncle?
Only they themselves know.
What delayed you?
We had to go back for the girl. She broke loose.
That means that she may have given the alarm. We must work fast. Wait here for me.
What did I tell you? Hello, Jackson, what is it?
They got Nita and Van Sloan. I
know all that. Where's their hiding place?
The old abandoned gas tank on Willoughby Street. A secret entrance and everything. You want me to keep them busy till you get there?
No, you might force their hand. I won't be long.
All right, I'll wait for you.
Where is it? The gargoyles' headquarters are in the old gas tank on Willoughby Street, right in the center of town, and I never suspected it.
But those detours, Chase?
All camouflage, and we fell for it. Notify Commissioner Kirk where to come, and you meet him there.
Don't give up, Uncle. I told Dick what happened. He'll find us.
A vain hope, Miss Van Sloan. Even if he traces you here, he'll be too late. If you hadn't interfered, you might have survived. As my only interest was in destroying the leaders of the defense industries.
You'll never succeed. For every industry you destroy, 10 will spring up in its place. No power on earth can destroy the spirit of our people.
My organization is powerful. Thousands like myself are engaged in the same work.
And millions of loyal citizens are waiting to defeat you and your kind.
We shall see.
How are we going to get out of here?
There.
Never get here. Anything happen?
That iron tank gobbled them up, but I know the way in.
We'll get in and we'll break it down.
All right, turn it on. Why not let them live and let's get out of here in the clear? Because this is our last chance to strike a vital blow on this district. Don't argue. Turn on the valve.
Uncle, look! What is that?
Gas. Poison gas. Let me out of here!
Let's take care of Nita and Van Sloan. I must get the gargoyle.
Get back! I'll make a move or I'll kill all of you. Come on, boys.
The chase is over, Gargoyle. Your men are in the hands of the police. I'm turning you over myself.
You don't dare. And reveal to the police that Wentworth is the spider?
Even that, if necessary. Take off your mask, Mr. McCloud. Take it off!
So, you know me. I fooled you for months while I was destroying your defense programs.
Yes, but you're finished now.
You'll never take me alive. Try to follow me, and you'll walk into certain death.
He'd regret striking me. He was a bad man. Though I was a long time realizing it. I surrender.
Well, Kirk, it's all over. There's your gargoyle.
Hey, Dick.
I'm taking you into custody. The one we least suspected. It was that Scotch accent that fooled me.
It fooled me, too, until I got his real record from Washington. He was anything but Scotch.
Dick,
Nita, it's no place for you.
Dick, you didn't have to.
No, one of his own men finished him.
Oh, I'm so relieved. Well, now that he's gone, promise me the spider is dead, too.
I'm sorry, Nita. We can't stop now. There's sabotage everywhere. The spider has to keep on.
But why? You've done your share.
No, that's not enough. This is a time of national emergency. Everyone must do more than his share to help.
All right, have it your way. But I'm through. Absolutely through.
Hey, what's the matter with her?
I just told Nita that we're continuing the fight. She's quit.
Hey, where do we start?
Right now, Nita.
right, 7. We'll turn left. This ought to do it.
Folks? Folks!
Police headquarters. Oh, yes, Dillon. I'll notify Dick Tracy at once. Calling car 15. Calling car 15. Car 15.
Car 15, Patton speaking.
Contact Dick Tracy at once. Have him go to the Flawless Fur Warehouse. Dillon reports some shenanigans. Busted fuse box in the garage.
Then tell him to call an electrician, not Dick Tracy.
Now, wait a minute, Pat. The night watchman's disappeared. It might be homicide.
Oh, that's different. I'll tell Tracy right away. Roger.
Pennies for a blind old man. Pennies for a blind old man.
Hello, Sightless.
Hi, Patton. Is it a nice night?
Lovely night, lovely night.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Jigger, come here.
Well, what's on your mind, Cobber?
Where's Tracy?
In the back room, snooping around. Say, why don't you bloodhounds hold your convention someplace else?
We like the atmosphere around here. It's so wholesome.
Looking for me, Pat?
Yeah, we have to make a call.
Oh. Did you find out what you're looking for, Tracy?
No. And see that I don't. I understand Hatchet Harry's been hanging around here.
Why, that's a big mistake. Say, you know I run a respectable joint.
Do I? Come on, Pat.
Come back again, Mr. Tracy. Bring the folks.
Pennies for a blind old man.
Sightless, I want you to do me a favor.
What is it, Mr. Tracy?
I want to know what's going on in Jigger's back room.
Mr. Tracy, you know I can't see a thing.
Now, keep your eyes open, will you?
$5.
He put that coffee on while I was in here. 10 minutes later, when I came back, the coffee was boiling over, the lights were out, and there was no hawks.
Did this watchman ever leave the job before?
No, I'm sure of that, because he was a most reliable man. That's why I'm afraid something happened to him.
What did you do after you called headquarters?
I called Mr. Humphreys. He's the owner of the place here, because all the doors were unlocked.
Did you take a look around inside?
No, I thought we'd best wait till Mr. Humphreys came.
Let's see what happened to the lights.
Those fuses were yanked out on purpose.
See if you can dig some up, Pat, so we can have some light.
Right.
Who's that?
It's the police, Mr. Humphreys.
Well, you gave me a scare. I guess everything's all right. There's a fortune in furs in that vault tonight.
This is Detective Tracy from headquarters.
You better take a look inside, Mr. Humphreys.
I'd rather wait to open the vault. You see, when Officer Dillon phoned me, I reported his call to my insurance company, and their representatives are going to meet me here.
We're here, Humphreys.
This is Mr. Tracy of police headquarters.
How are you? I'm Peter Premium, Vice President of the Honesty Insurance Company. This is Mr. Cudd, my investigator.
He's not just from headquarters. That's Dick Tracy, homicide.
That's right.
Say, Dick, I think I'll go out to the car and see if I can get a radio pickup on that night watchman.
Okay, Pat. May I have the combination now, Mr. Humphreys?
Certainly. Well, it's cleaned out.
Yeah, it's cleaned out, and the ink is hardly dry in your policy. Cudd, I want a thorough investigation of this.
So do I. I've never had a robbery before. It's a strange coincidence that as soon as I switch insurance to the Honesty Company, I have one.
Are you insinuating that I...
Wait a minute. Move your foot.
Looks like we got robbery and you got your homicide.
Mr. Humphreys, may I have an inventory of your loss with a detailed description of each item?
We can give you that.
There's something wrong about the watchman being slugged or killed inside the vault.
Something sour about the whole business.
How many of your employees know the combination of the vault, Mr. Humphreys?
None of them.
Oh, Dick, I got a radio report. The night watchman's turned up.
Where is he?
They've got him down at the morgue. He's dead.
I better go with him. I'll check for you later.
The medical examiner told us not to move him until you got here, Mr. Tracy.
I see. Is that him, Cudd?
Yeah, that's the night watchman, all right.
Where was the body found?
On Macy near Grand, apparently thrown out of a car.
Did that kill him?
I know he was dead when he was tossed out. He was killed by a vicious blow that split his skull. As you can see, it's pretty ugly.
Looks like he'd been hacked with a cleaver.
I don't think so. A cleaver wouldn't tear the flesh like that.
Well, it's a cinch it's not a bullet or a knife wound.
Here's what he had on him.
Hasn't been fired.
Well, poor fellow never had a chance to use it.
Well, there's not much here. Hey, there's writing on it.
What? It isn't very clear. What do you make of it?
Offhand, Greek.
I'd say it looks like
Like what, Pat?
like scribbling.
We'll take a closer look at this in the laboratory. Thank you very much, Bill.
When I photographed this, I darkened all the letters so it would be reproduced more easily. Now we take the first word. First letter is D, second letter is an A, and the last letter is definitely Y. Now in between it could be an N, well, it could be anything.
Does Danny mean anything to you?
Not yet. D-A-I. Could be an S-Y. Could be Daisy. Now let's take a look at the next word. T-H-R-U. Through.
The next one is easy. It's got to be of.
And the last one definitely is T-H-E-N, or that could be an M, them. It can't be through of them. It must be three of them. Hawks must have been trying to tell us that three men did the job. Now, if we don't figure out this first word, D-A-I-S-Y.
Daisies. 3 of them. 3 daisies. Now we're getting into poetry.
This last scribbling looks like a license plate number. 6, 7... No, that could be a T, you see? 6T, N2, something, something. Whenever there's a T in a license plate number, it is...
truck.
You're right, Pat.
And maybe he meant there were 3 daisies on a truck.
No, he would have written 3 daisies. Daisy and 3 of them indicate 2 separate ideas. I think Daisy was the name on the truck.
Then there were 3 guys driving it.
Yes, I think that's it. Now, let me have that, will you?
Well, certainly.
Thank you very much, Collins. Johnson, put this on the air right away. Get it out to all cars.
Yes, Mr. Tracy. Calling all cars. Calling all cars. Be on the lookout for a truck marked Daisy, driven by 3 men. License plate number 6TN2 blank blank. Wanted for robbery and murder.
Go take care of that, Sam.
Right. That ought to do it.
Still better be waiting for us, too. Cats, that guy don't bring another but cats. Come on.
Pennies for the blind. Pennies for the blind. Bless you, bless you. Pennies for the blind. Pennies for the blind. Hey, you.
Look, Cyphers, how many times do I have to tell you beggars aren't permitted in here?
How many times do I gotta tell you I ain't no beggar? I'm a merchant.
Well, what are you doing in here, merchant?
I'm looking for 2 customers of mine.
Well, can you show them to me?
No, I...
Well, then they're not here. Come on,
Hey,
beat it
wait
out.
a minute. That's a funny one.
Waiting around gives me the jitters, too. I want my dough and I want it quick. I want to blow this town.
It ain't ready yet.
Would you stop playing with that cat so I can talk to you?
Go ahead, talk. Cat don't mind.
Oh, you're such a smart character, ain't you? You couldn't just hit that night watchman over the head, could you? You had to get fancy and tear him up. Now the whole homicide squad's on our tail.
Can't the boss get rid of the stuff?
Nobody'll touch it now. Hot furs are bad enough, but he's got to tie him up with a murder. We'll never get that dough now, never. All because of you and that itchy hangnail. You can't use your brains, can you? Instead of your brains, you got to use that hunk of steel like some stupid animal. I know what's the matter with you. You're a killer, Claw. You're nothing but a crazy, stupid killer.
Yeah. Oh, sure, boss. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there.
The boss have good news?
Found somebody who's interested. Wants to see the furs tonight.
There, you see, Sam? We're going to get our dough after all. When are you going?
Gotta be at the end of Hemp Street in an hour.
Someone in the alley. I was only going to...
Leave it there.
Hemp Street. Hemp Street. Please, mister. Please. I didn't do nothing. Please, mister. Let me in, somebody. Please let me in.
Yeah, what's going on out here?
You gotta let me in there, mister.
No one's allowed in here. Beat it.
But, mister, somebody's gonna kill me, I swear. He's right down there.
Now, look, old man, you're drunk and I'm busy, so beat it, will you?
No, no.
Go on, beat it.
No,
Get
but
out
I
of
tell
here.
you, he's there somewhere, mister. Please let me in. Please let me in, mister.
You still hanging around?
I was just going, mister.
I'm gonna stay right here till you do.
Oh, that'll be fine. Thanks, mister. Thanks. You stick around. I'll be right out.
Okay.
Softy now, the fair Ophelia. Nymph in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
No, Vitamin, not like that.
No? My dear Tess, after 49 years in the theater, you're telling me.
Oh, Dick probably forgot his key. You let him in, Vitamin, but don't tell him I'm here.
Something tells me this is what you've been waiting for. Oh, well.
I'm sorry.
Oh, ye gods, what have we here?
Where's Mr. Tracy?
Mr. Tracy buys his fresh fruit from a dependable dealer. Thank you.
But I've got to see him. It's important.
You shall not cross this threshold until you've been thoroughly disinfected. Take your pediculous presence elsewhere.
But, mister, you don't understand. I've been through enough tonight.
Well, you're not going through. Here.
But look, mister, tell him it's about the furs. They're going to meet the fence at the end of Hen Street in half an hour.
I wonder what that cab was doing here.
Must have brought Tess. She said she'd be over tonight.
But, Vitamin, he might have been important.
What importance could Dick Tracy possibly attach to an impecunious peddler?
Oh, Dick, at last. Hello, Pat.
Hello. Sorry to be late, Des. How long have you been here?
3 acts of Hamlet, going on 4.
Greetings from the melancholy Dane. Just in time for my soliloquy.
Before you go into that, Vitamin, who was in that cab that just left here?
Oh, merely a person of no consequence.
Vitamin said he was a peddler.
Yes, a peddler with a most grandiloquent name. Visionary, I believe he called himself.
Visionary? Could it have been Sightless? Did Sightless stop by here?
Stop by. He practically stormed the gates like a Trojan army of 12. But I held the fortress, didn't I, Tess?
Look, Vitamin, Sightless is no ordinary peddler.
That is your opinion.
What did he say?
Why, I made a point of forgetting it immediately.
Look, Vitamin, Sightless wouldn't have come here if it hadn't been important. What did he say?
Well, in a quaint language all his own, I believe he mentioned something about something was going to happen at the end of some street in some half an hour.
Oh, that's great.
What was going to happen?
I think he said somebody was going to build a fence there.
Build a fence?
Fence.
Maybe it has some connection with the furs.
Yes. He said something about furs, too.
Vitamin, Sightless said somebody was going to meet a fence, didn't he?
I suppose that makes sense.
It certainly does. Now, look, try to remember. At the end of what street did he say?
Let me think. Let me meditate. Methinks he said it was at the end of
Flax Street? There's no such street.
Well, something like flax. Rope, flannel, crepe de chine.
That's gabardine.
Rope. Flax. Could it have been Hemp Street?
Hemp Street, that's more like it.
Hemp, flax, a rope by any other name would smell.
Vitamin C, the test gets home all right, will you?
Enchanted.
I'll see you later. Come on, Pat.
Long shot Lily. So she's in the fencing business. Do we surprise her?
No, not yet. What we're interested in is who's going to meet her.
Hey, she's not going to wait.
Dick Tracy,
You're not running out on your date on my account, are you?
do you think I make dates on street corners? I just stopped for a moment to light a cigarette. Is there a law against it?
No, I guess there isn't.
Then I'll be on my way if you don't mind. Could I give you a lift?
No, thanks. I'll give you one. Pat, you can drive Lily's car. She's coming with me.
Right.
Come on.
What are you trying to pull, Tracy? You can't treat me like a criminal. I'm a lady.
A lady with a date. Who are you going to see, Lily?
Nobody. I told you I had no date.
Well, you have one now. Let's go. What were you doing on Hemp Street?
I told you. I was on my way home. I stopped for a few minutes to have a cigarette. I never could do two things at the same time.
Then why were you so startled when you saw me?
Force of habit, I guess. Every time I see a cop, I want to get out of his way.
Look, Lily, you and I both know what you were doing there.
What's wrong with parking on Hemp Street?
Ordinarily nothing. The two people were to meet there tonight about a little matter of hot furs. Somebody was going to buy them from somebody who had them to sell.
I'm not interested in furs. I've got all I need. And anyway, what would I buy them with, that $60 you've got in your hand?
Lily, did you lose anything tonight?
No.
Well, then I'm a rich man. Look what I found. $20,000 stuffed under the front seat of her car.
Is it yours, Lily?
Certainly it's mine. I won it in a poker game tonight.
Some game.
You're barking up the wrong tree, Tracy. I'm no grifter. Poker, yes. The race is sure. Long shot Lily, that's me. Gambling's my dish, not fur robberies.
Okay, Lily. But you'll have to tell me who lost the $20,000. And also who was in the game.
I'll tell you that. Maybe, on a witness stand.
We'll give Lily a chance on the witness stand. Book her on suspicion of murder.
Murder? Oh, you're bluffing, Tracy.
It's not a bluff, Lily. Our watchman was killed during a robbery tonight.
You can't pin a murder rap on me.
Then start talking.
All right. I'll tell you what happened. Some guy called me tonight and asked me if I'd be interested in some hot furs, dirt cheap. I said yes. He said he'd call me back later, so I waited.
And you called him back?
You don't catch me on that one, Tracy. I don't know the guy, so I don't have his number. He called me back. He said to show up at Hemp Street with the dough. Somebody'd meet me there. Somebody did meet me there, all right. The rest is history.
Who was it called you, Lily?
He didn't take the trouble to introduce himself.
Who was it?
I swear, Tracy, I don't...
Look, Lily, you're in enough trouble without shielding a murderer. Who was it?
Got to believe me, Tracy. You've got to. The guy was an absolute stranger. I don't know how he happened to call me, but he did. I've got a reputation. I play long shots. Even you know that. I take big chances. People know it. It gets around. Lots of guys know about me, but I don't know about them. That guy could have been anybody. Anybody. Believe me, Tracy, I don't know who it was. I swear I don't.
Turn this over to the property clerk. Hold her as a material witness.
This way, please.
You know something, Dick? I don't think she's lying.
Maybe not. I'll have Sightless take a look at her. Anyway, we'll have to find out from him who was in that back room.
Who's there?
Dick Tracy wants to see you at headquarters.
Okay. Just a minute. You're not from Tracy?
No. Just brought back something that belongs to you. Take them. They're yours. They're your trademarks, Sightless.
Thanks.
I found them in the alley, back in the blinking
No, I wasn't there.
You had to tell them, didn't you?
No.
You had to stole it,
No, I
Tracy.
didn't see him.
First door beyond the stairs. Sightless!
He's gone, poor guy, just like Hawks.
I didn't see anyone come out as we drove up.
Then there's a chance we've got him trapped in the building.
I'll call headquarters and have the block surrounded. Do you suppose he was making a phone call when we drove up?
Could be. How do you like that? He slugged me.
If you weren't my friend, I'd say you had it coming to you. Why didn't you wait until we had the block surrounded?
You know, I was just wondering that myself. Anyway, I winged him, and I know now what he used to kill Hawks and Sightless. I was coming up the stairs...
Tell me about it on the way down.
He has no right hand. There's an iron hook attached to his forearm, and that's his weapon. I saw it, and I felt it.
Maybe you're right. Come on, I want to show you something. Look at these scratches. They're brand new, aren't they?
Say, he uses that hook for everything, doesn't he?
Must have been an important call, or he would never have stopped to use this phone.
You're right.
As a reward for your good work tonight, I'm going to give you a nice, safe job. Finding out who he was calling.
You mean me?
That's right. I'll explain at headquarters. I'll tell you what these scratches give us, Pat. What's the first thing you do when you dial a telephone number?
Why, I look for a nickel.
Oh, no.
Oh, I dial the exchange.
That's right. You dial the first two letters of the exchange. Now, these scratches appear only in the first two holes.
I get it, Dick. The exchange the killer was dialing has got to be here.
Correct. In checking a list of exchanges, you'll find there's only one exchange with a combination of these letters. B-A for banning.
But what about these other 2 scratches?
That's even simpler. Since they appear in the first hole, the killer could only have been dialing the number 1 twice.
Then we know the number the killer started to dial is banning 11 something something.
Now, all we have to do is find the complete number, and we'll know who the killer was trying to call.
But there's lots of telephone numbers that start that way.
I know.
Dozens, maybe.
Sure.
Maybe even as many as 100.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm giving you the job, Pat, of finding the exact number.
You mean you want me to call every number starting with BA11? Now, look, Dick.
Get to your desk, Pat, and start in.
But, Dick, who do I say is calling and who am I supposed to be? A guy's got to know those things. I can't just walk into something blind.
Find anything, Donovan?
I think this is it, Mr. Tracy.
Yeah, that looks like the bird, all right.
Mm-hmm.
According to this, he hasn't been around since bootleg days. Used to be a hijacker. Coast Guard cutter rammed him. Lost his right hand and crippled his right leg.
Yep, that's him.
Did a stretch in the pen. Only been out about 6 months. Calls himself a lot of things. But his most popular name is the Claw. Well, Pat, I guess that's the answer to your question.
Yep.
Shall we send out a pickup on him?
No, not yet anyway. The Claw isn't in this alone. Furs aren't in his line. He wouldn't know how to dispose of them.
Any idea who the higher-up is?
I'm depending on Pat to tell me that.
You mean you want me to imitate this guy?
Use your deepest baritone, Miss Patton. Here's your telephone. Now, I guess you're all set.
This is the Claw speaking.
No.
This is
Pat.
This is the Claw speaking.
See that he keeps that pitch, Donovan.
Right.
Now, let me know the minute you get results.
Yes, Dick. I mean,
Gotcha, boss.
Hello.
Tess.
Dick, Vitamin's grieving dreadfully. I feel that you ought to speak to him.
What's the matter with him?
Well, his conscience. The news about Sightless came over the radio, and, well, dear, I told him that we all felt bad about it, but take a look for yourself.
Snap out of it, Vitamin. It's true you did send Sightless away from the house, but you don't...
If I hadn't, he'd still be alive. The solution to your entire dilemma was on the lips of that peddler, and I silenced them forever. Now I needs must atone for my crime.
But, Vitamin, there's nothing you can do now.
Nothing? There's nothing so difficult to do as nothing. What is it, Dick?
Vitamin, there is something you can do, but I don't know whether you...
But me no buts, sir. Put me to the test.
hello? This is the Claw speaking. I quit, wise guy.
What did they say this time?
This is the Claw, eh? Then go scratch yourself. Insults. That's all I get. A man in my position.
I'm sorry, Pat. You're in my custody. Orders from the chief. He just called.
Where was he calling from? Home in bed?
No, he's on his way to Humphreys.
What do I care where he was on his way to?
Well, that's so as you'll know where to report to him after you've located his man.
Then ask him where he'll be a year from Thursday. Let's see, where was I?
Oh, Tracy.
Good evening, Mr. Humphreys. I hope it's not too late for a call.
Certainly not. Come in.
Thank you.
Sit down, Mr. Tracy. I suppose if you had any good news, I wouldn't have to ask you.
That's right. I had hoped to recover your furs tonight, but something went wrong.
You mean they're still in the city?
I'm sure of it. And we hope to get them back for you shortly.
Please don't take offense at this, Tracy, but tell me frankly. Did Premium ask you to come over here and tell me that?
No, why should he?
Well, tonight the period of grace for the insurance company expires. And they have to produce either the furs or the money.
You think they'll stall on their settlement?
It was just an idea.
What I really wanted to ask you was, how long has it been since the combination was changed on your vault?
The insurance company insisted on it being changed when they wrote the policy.
Who actually made the change?
I don't know. Cud brought a serviceman over with him.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Humphreys.
Yes, sir.
I hope to have some news for you soon.
Okay. And the same to you, with many unhappy returns.
Dick just called again. He seems disappointed with you.
I'm not too happy about him either.
Hello?
Hello, this is the Claw speaking.
About time you called.
Hey!
He knows me.
What number did you call?
I don't know.
I'll have it traced. Keep talking.
What do I say? What do I talk about?
Furs, women, anything.
Furs, women, anything. Yeah, I'm still on the line, boss. Well, you see, I couldn't, boss. I ran into a little trouble. Donovan! He hung up.
What number did you dial?
I don't know.
Well, think.
I can't think.
You can't think.
No.
Fine.
Oh, hello, Tracy.
Hello, Cud.
Who is it?
I'm Tracy, remember me? I found your corridor door open, so I walked right in. Keeping rather unusual business hours, aren't you?
You find out anything?
Did you know that somebody changed the combination on Humphrey's vault shortly before the robbery?
Mm-hmm. One of the conditions under which we wrote the policy. It's not unusual. Should be done periodically anyway.
Do you know the new combination?
I do. I went with the serviceman that did the job.
Do you know it too, Mr. Premium?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Say, what are you driving at, Tracy? Are you suggesting that Cud and I are in on this robbery?
I'm not suggesting anything yet. But somebody provided the thieves with the combination on that vault. Shall I take it?
No, I'll answer it. Hello? Yes? Oh, I can't go into that tonight. Have him call me back tomorrow.
Was that the Claw?
Who's the Claw?
He's a two-time killer, and he's got Humphrey's furs. He tried to sell them to a fence, but something went wrong.
Well, if you know who he is, why don't you arrest him?
I don't know where he is. But as he failed in contacting the fence, I thought he might call you tonight and offer to sell the furs back at a big cut under their real value.
Well, we did have such an idea, but we didn't know who had them.
Tonight's our deadline. And if we don't get the furs back, we'll have to settle with Humphreys. An experienced fur thief would know that.
The Claw has no experience with furs. But the man behind him has. Pat, what in the world happened to you?
I've got it, Dick, I've got it.
You've got what?
The man higher up, Banning 1126.
Well, who is it?
Humphreys.
Well, how do you like that? The guy figures to collect $100,000 on his policy and still have his furs.
Are you sure of this, Tracy?
I'm sure. And I've got a crooked finger to prove it.
It adds up, Cud. Humphreys is counting on you buying back the furs tonight.
Sure. He gets his furs back in the morning, plus his cut of the dough we pay to get him back.
Then, Tracy, why don't you do something? Why don't you lock him up?
Now, let me get my hands on him.
By locking him up now, you risk losing your furs. And we might never catch the killer.
But Humphreys can tell us where the furs are hidden.
Don't you think he'll deny his connection with the crime? That means a trial. Giving the killer more time than ever to skip town with the furs.
That sounds reasonable.
Well, then what do we do?
You and I are going to stick right here. I'm more certain than ever now that the killer will give you a call tonight. You and Pat pay Humphreys a friendly little call.
Right. I think I'm going to enjoy this.
You know, Tracy, I got to admit it. I'm kind of glad you dropped in here tonight.
Hello?
Is, he back there?
I'll see.
No, he ain't in.
That's funny. You're supposed to make a very important call for me tonight. Why, Cud, I didn't expect to see you here tonight. Any news about the furs?
Plenty. Oh, Humphreys. One of the first rules of our company is to always keep our clients covered.
I don't know what you mean.
Step inside.
Just a minute now.
Out here.
Come on, he's got to be here somewhere. Hey, he's here. He's drunk.
Let me see. He's not drunk. He's been hurt.
Well, looks like he added another tattoo mark to his collection.
Is he dead?
Just about. Hey, it looked to me like he had time to call the insurance company.
Maybe we ought to help him. I've had some experience knifing out bullets.
But why waste the time? Look, we're the perfect setup here. There'll be twice as much dough in it for us if we call the insurance company. Just you and me.
Yeah, but what's going to happen when he finds out we double-crossed him?
By that time, we'll be seeing the world. Come on. That guy and his cats will...
Maybe your hunch was wrong, Tracy.
There could have been a slip-up somewhere.
Hello?
Is this the Honesty Insurance Company?
Yes?
Now, who am I speaking to?
Peter Premium. Who's this?
Never mind who this is. Look, how'd you like to get them Humphrey first back tonight, huh? All right, listen carefully. $50,000 back in the blanket skull in half an hour. Come by yourself.
$50,000. Back of the blinking skull.
And I'm warning you, no cops.
I understand. No cops.
What do you know about that? Back of the blinking skull.
Are you going, Tracy? Alone?
You heard what the man said. No cops.
Good luck.
Buy a pencil from a poor blind man. Buy a pencil from a poor blind man. Buy a pencil from...
Prithee, a random shekel for a myopic mendicant. Peasant. Ye gods, 'tis now the very witching time of night, but not a suspicious character in sight. Methinks I have failed Dick Tracy.
Hey, Sam. What's the matter?
Look.
What?
Sightless.
What's the matter with you? You believe in ghosts? Come on.
Yeah, but...
I said come on. Hey.
Buy a pencil from a poor blind man.
Expecting someone to show in about 15 minutes. Let him in. And no one else.
Okay, Sam.
With my most profound apologies.
On your way, brother. We got to draw the line somewhere. There's no moochers.
That epithet is applicable only to him who is afflicted with impecuniosity.
Come again?
Come again. I haven't left. There, keeper of the hooch.
Okay, name it.
Fetch me something savory and salubrious, concocted perhaps from citrus grown in the gardens of Granada, chilled by the snows of San Marita, served in a chalice by Cellini.
Sorry, Bob, we ain't got any.
In language comporting with your intelligence, lemonade.
Lemonade?
Dear me, doesn't anyone understand English anymore?
Come on, smile, kid, smile.
Another few minutes, you and me is gonna be 50 grand richer.
Somebody winged you, huh?
Just a scratch. Had me out cold for a while, though.
I think you'll let Jiggy take a look at that. He's pretty good with them things.
I'll be all right.
I think you ought to take him to see Jiggy.
Okay. I gotta stick around.
You can't go around like that.
I've done it before.
I think Sam is right. You ought to have that looked after.
You guys sound like you're trying to get rid of me.
Oh, no. No, you're wrong.
Sure act like maybe a black cat ran across your path.
You were wrong about me, Sam. I can't say it's...
Cool, I had nothing to do with it.
You were right.
I had nothing to do.
No, Claude, no! I didn't want to hurt you.
No tricks.
Yes? Boss, this is the Claw. I just wanted to tell you, somebody from the insurance company's on his way down. I'll take him to the junkyard on Primrose Street. We'll have our dough in a few minutes. And, boss, we'll only have to split it 2 ways.
Fine, Claw. Fine.
What's the matter? Anything wrong?
No. Everything's swell, Claw. Everything's swell. It's a frame-up!
Wait for this.
Okay, Jigger, you lead the way.
Lead the way where?
Hey, you cops can't shove me around. I run a respectable joint.
We'll talk that over in the back room. Get going.
Let me out of here! Let me out of here!
Oh, Dick Tracy.
I'll be right with you, Vitamin. Okay, Jigger, where'd he go?
I don't know, Tracy.
I know. I heard everything. The furs are in the junkyard on
Not Black Street.
No, on Primrose Street.
Vitamin, I'll make you police commissioner for this. Call headquarters and have them send a squad car.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hey, these pipes are hot, Tracy.
You better get used to the heat, Jigger. know you're there. Come out. I couldn't get that police commissioner's job for you, Vitamin.
No?
That's filled for a while.
Ooh.
This is to show our appreciation.
Haven't you anything to say, Vitamin?
For the first time in my life, I'm speechless. You know, I think we should give you a badge more often. Fortunately, I happen to have a little speech of acceptance with me. My dear friends, cannons to right of them.
Vitamin, I have a table reserved for us at a nearby restaurant. Suppose you save that speech until then.
Oh, Dick, how nice dancing.
Well, why not?
Tracy, I'm glad you're still here. I just got a report on Hatchet Harry.
What about him?
One of our men spotted him in the freight yards.
Sorry, Tess. Come on, Pat. Well, Vitamin, you won't mind taking Tess to dinner for me, will you?
Don't you need me?
I think we can manage.
Sometimes I wish I'd been born a super criminal.
Why, my dear?
Because then I might get to see something of Mr. Dick Tracy.
Oh.
You forgot to steal my watch. I've heard of withdrawals, but this is ridiculous. You've withdrawn every cent in the bank. I hope you're happy. I am. Mr. Happy's my name, and these are my laughing bandits. Mr. Happy, there's a masked man and Indian headed this way. Lone Ranger. I'll show him that trying to stop Mr. Happy is a laughing matter. Oh, Silver. Well, Tonto, it sounds like we've finally caught up with Mr. Happy. Kimasabi, yellow mist in streets. Laughing gas, Tonto. We'll have to bypass the town. But Mr. Happy get away. Don't worry. His trail won't be difficult to follow. Let's go, big fellow. When Mr. Happy took the gold, he said, now I won't have to worry about getting robbed. Kimasabi, Much laughter come from funny house. Mr. Happy's hideout.
He's coming, boss. We must welcome the Lone Ranger to our happy home. Remember, laugh and the world will laugh with you.
Gas. Sorry, Mr. Happy, but I'm not in a laughing mood.
Welcome, Lone Ranger and Tonto. We'll meet momentarily. But in the meantime, enjoy my funny paintings. You'll die laughing. The joke's on you, Ranger.
That joke fell flat, Mr. Happy. Every painting come to life.
Excellent archery, Tonto. That'll teach him to clown around.
I don't know which is worse, his gunman or his jokes. Tonto, I've got an idea. Get ready. Mr. Happy, they got away!
Get them.
Ideal work. Good, Kimosabe. I'm afraid your friends are sleeping on the job.
Oh, I get it. You pulled a joke on me. But now I'm going to top your joke. Meet the jester. He'll simply break you up. Oh, the Lone Ranger looks unhappy. Throw him in the laughing gas chemical, Jester. That'll make him chuckle. Look, Ranger, he's never shot a bow and arrow before. But if he'd hit his target, wouldn't that be a laugh?
I free self, Kimosabe.
I'll still have the last laugh. The gas.
You're right, Mr. Happy. You are having the last laugh. I'll silver! Away!
Back already. This is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. That was the end of The Spider Returns from 1941. Now, the Spider has always been one of my favorite pulp heroes. And you can find brand new stories of him by Will Murray. He's written 3 already, with the 4th coming up hopefully by the end of this year, or by the time you see this. Check them out. And if you like, go to YouTube under Donald O'Malley or Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Hit like and subscribe, and you'll never miss one of my shows. So good night, folks. Stay safe. Hope to see you next time. And be kind to each other.